guys. So, also thank you, Brody, for the $7 donation. W's for Brody in the chat. Thank you very much for that. So first of all, let me just. Great. Anyways, let's go to this. I posted this 18 hours ago because on Blue Sky I saw that Goose had posted this image of Jax. I immediately took a screenshot and decided, I was like, okay. But hello, we love you. Oh, thank you. And so, like, I've been, like, talking about how, like, he looks, I didn't say desaturated, but that's what I mean, I guess. I said there's, like, no color in this is kind of freaky. Jax is going through it, basically. And there is a Lamau, which he made a video about it. So, let's just watch this real quick.
Did you know this in the Amazing Digital Circus? Last night, Gooseworks gave us our first look at episode 7 with a crazy teaser. Let me explain. So, the past couple of weeks, a bunch of fake teasers been floating around the fandom. Goose responded to this over on Blue Sky, saying that she would never post a teaser and delete it. She'd post a real screenshot, not a fake one. Immediately after posting this, she put up an image from episode 7 and deleted it within 1 second. In the image, we can see Jax laying down in what appears to be his bedroom. He looks fatigued, obviously stressed over the events of the previous episode. So this confirms that firstly we'll see the inside of Jax's room.
I'm excited for that. Okay, what?
Episode 7 will continue with the Jax plot, and maybe we'll see him and Kinger finally interact, with Kinger perhaps calming Jax like he did with his chats with the other characters. What do you think? Let me know down below.
What do we think? What do we think? What do we think, guys? We singing Soda Pop in here. That's crazy. The Digital Void. One of my favorite channels is the Digital Void. Hang on. So there's this one. Hello, Knights of Guinevere. Hello. So, basically, I'm just going to watch a few of these videos, or 2 of them, and I'm going to talk about what I think's going to happen, and then we're also going to theorize together what we think's going to happen. Personally, I'm very concerned for Jax and Kane. They're the most that I'm concerned for. Kane, I'm actually more concerned about than Jax, because if Kane loses it, the whole world breaks and then everybody's screwed. So then I'm worried about everybody at that point. But with Jax, I'm worried about his mental state, and I think it's going to deteriorate very much, and he needs Kinger bad. I don't know why, but I swear I see a ribbon behind him on the top right corner. Please tell me I'm not crazy. I mean, maybe, but I can't. It's so blurry, you can't tell. But it could be anything, really. I haven't drawn Gwen. I haven't either. I'm so excited for episode 7. Me too, because. So, guys, things are gonna get intense now. We're past the silly episodes. We are now going into the intense and very probably stressful, very deep, meaningful episodes where we dive into deeper, like, levels of, like, mental health and other things. So it's gonna be a rough ride, guys. This is gonna be rough. When I saw the image of Jax last night. It was 11 or so when I saw the image on Blue Sky. I was like, oh fuck. Like, I was actually like kind of scared. I was like, wait, is this actually real? Did I actually just see Goose put this up? And then it was gone. I was like, wait. And so I went on to Twitter to see if anyone else saw it, and they did. And I was like, oh my god. So, whew. It's kind of terrifying, actually. I don't want him to look. He's my favorite. Like, Jax abstracts. I'm abstracting with him. Real. Let's see what Digital Void has to say about things.
So now that the pilot of Knights of Guinevere is officially out, we're actually getting way closer to the release of episode 7 of the amazing...
Yes. Also, they confirmed that, so people were concerned, I think, or like worried about, how Knights of Guinevere is going to affect Digital Circus uploads and like the scheduling and everything, and how the show will be like, you know, how much it will be worked on, and then they confirmed that there are two different teams. 2D animation and 3D animation are completely different things. There's different teams for each one. So Digital Circus was being worked on perfectly fine, while Knights of Guinevere was. So, oh my gosh. So I think that also, yeah, episode 7 is definitely coming out next month, if anything, because like it's so close. There's 4 Fridays that we can look at, and I'm so excited. My birthday's next month too. It would be like a late birthday present or something. I assume it's not gonna be. Hang on, I don't know the calendar right now. I don't care. Let's continue.
Digital Circus than most people realize. And honestly, when you look at the production timeline and everything that's been happening behind the scenes, the release date is probably going to be sooner than anyone's expecting. But first, let me break down why the Knights of Guinevere release is actually good news for the Digital Circus fans, because I know some people were worried that this new show would push back episode 7, but here's the thing. We were told that 2D and 3D are completely...
You're singing Soda Pop? Alright.
Different teams at Glitch with totally different processes. So
yes.
There's basically one team for Dana's series, because it's 2D animation, and another team for Digital Circus, which is 3D. And there are completely separate workflows that don't interfere with each other. And actually this works...
The only thing it interferes with is like the exact day that it would come out, because only one video comes out a Friday for Glitch, so that's the only thing it would affect, and that's not, they wouldn't have it like side by side anyway, and you know, scheduling one and then waiting like 3 weeks till they post another episode, which means that, I don't know, you know what I would really love is if a trailer came out soon. Also, I kind of want to check the Wacky Watch to see if anything changed. It's still Ming. He wasn't even there in the voting. Anyways, sup, how are you? I'm good. Personally, I think that episode 7 will come out either on the 17th or 24th of October. Both are Fridays. Okay. I mean, yeah, probably, very likely. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this, guys. I'm so excited for this. Like, because, like, we saw Jax, like his mask, like, break a little bit, in episode 6, but we are going to finally see the real Jax soon, I think. Because it's still hard to see the real him. Because, it's like a struggle that he has with his mask and his actual self, and they're, like, kind of colliding, I feel like. Because it's just, like, I did that, too, personally. That's why I like Jax a lot, because I can relate to him the most. And so, when you have this, like, fake personality that you're trying to make for yourself because your actual personality, you don't think it's good enough, or something is wrong here, or you need to change something, and you make this other one, and you try and be that one. They will mix together and cause a whole crisis with your, like, personality. And I feel like that Jax, what he has an issue with also is that, well, he can't let go of this mask because it's a part of him now. He's been on it too long, and it's scary to let it go because it's like a part of you. So that's why he can't let go of the mask without, like, I don't know. He has to want to as well. Some people, including myself at a time, didn't want to change because it was terrifying and it was tiring, and it also means we have to try and find a way to, I don't know, it had to be better. And so it's just, hey, there's been a while. Hi. But like, I relate to Jax a lot, and I can understand a lot of his issues. It does not justify anything that he does. It doesn't justify anything that I did at the time. It doesn't justify what he does right now. But I do relate to him, and I have changed for the better, so I know he could change for the better. So, and that's why I'm so obsessed with him, because I know he can, and I really want him to. So there's, like, a typical thing that people think it's gonna be, including kind of myself, but, like, I think it's obviously gonna be a little deeper. It's Digital Circus after all. Is that Jax is not gonna let it go, and then he's gonna abstract. The end. Or he's gonna realize his mistakes in some way, shape, or form, and try to be better. 2 ways that this could go that people are thinking about the most. And also another one, yeah. Tells I went on your post, I saw Jax on his site. I think we're finally gonna see his room. Yeah! They have been deliberately, actually, hiding, like, what his room looks like. And I don't know why. I don't know what's so special about his room that could be in there or anything that would be so, like, important that it has to be a secret. And I think that there's something in there that would just, like, would be like, whoa, wait a second. Or, like, I don't know. I don't know what could be in there. That's what I'm so excited for, is because we don't know, bruh. I'm so nervous. Me too, bruh. Do you see the new teaser Goose posted? Yeah. The Jax image? Yeah. Yeah, I did. And, but yeah, I relate to Jax, and I changed, so I know he can, but he has to want to. And it was really hard for me to. It took me, like, a year to even begin to try and get myself back in order here. And I'm still pretty fucked up. But the point is that I don't... When I was not the best person. I was very angry at things. I hurt the trust I had with a bunch of people, family members, friends, and people didn't like to be around me because of that. Which, you know, I didn't blame them, because that was fucked up of me. So, one day, I woke up, and I decided that it was time for me to try and fix what I had did. And it was after a long, hard day of just... yeah. So I did that. this was also the help of my friend Amanda. She was my best friend, and she helped me through a lot of things. And so she made me see a better light in the world, I guess. And so, she was really fun to hang out with. And so, I got into high school, and I actually had a good time. I had Amanda there with me. I had everything I liked, everything I wanted. And then Amanda left. And Amanda left. And so, things weren't the best. But, I was still trying to keep myself in this thing where I didn't want to be how I was. I didn't want to hurt my sisters. I didn't want to lash out at my family members. I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to hurt people. I wanted to be better, and so I did that anyway, despite being internally hurt by things still, and I still am. Very much. Not at all. Never been to therapy. I have a lot of problems, but I'm going so off track. I relate to Jax because the friend thing, too, so it's just, there's so much I relate to Jax with, and that's why he's, like, my favorite characters, because it's not just, at first it was just, he's so relatable to me, in, like, so many ways, it's insane. I just hope that he goes down a path that doesn't completely destroy him. I just let out a bunch. Alright, let's just continue.
So even better for episode 7.
What do you guys say? I have a theory. Maybe Jack collects items from other abstracted members' rooms and keeps them as memories or something. Maybe that's why they're keeping his room a secret. Maybe. I mean, Ayla Mao did say at some point, I think, that would be so cute and adorable for that to... Yeah. I think that he has all the abstracted on his wall. Keeps a lot of pictures of... I mean, maybe. I'm sorry you went through that. It's fine. I mean, it's not really fine, but I'm better now than I was, but I could be a lot better. I'm still pretty about things, but what can I do, right?
Timeline than we initially thought, is an animator from Gaslight District said that they were moved to work on Digital Circus entirely. That's where all the focus and...
What? So, more team productivity.
Digital Circus stuff comes from. They're literally pulling people from other projects to make sure Digital Circus gets finished as quickly as possible. So the production...
Oh, that's good. Wait a second. So production's gonna be faster. We have 3 more episodes left. One of them's coming out next month, very likely anyway. And oh my gosh, I'm so this is exciting. Oh my gosh, wait. So this is gonna be good, guys.
The process is actually getting more streamlined and efficient rather than being slowed down by other shows.
Do you guys think that Digital Circus will be on Prime Video instead of Netflix soon? Or anytime soon? Or anything? Because they're not uploading on Netflix anymore? Do you think they're switching to Prime Video because Murder Drones is on there? And so is... Well, they're not... They're not, like, connected, really, like, Has-Been Hotel and Helva Boss, but there's a indie animation on there, so Prime Video, Digital Circus is probably going to go on there too, right?
And we know that episode 7 was animated along with episodes 5 and 6.
That's true, wait. Okay, episode 7 was animated with 5 and 6, just like episode 3 and 4 were animated together. I just flipped everybody off. Hi. It's fine. So I just... so excited. I'm so glad they're animating episodes together, so. If Murder Drones is on Prime, then it's most likely, yeah. When me and my friend theorize a little too hard, and we know exactly how the show's gonna end. Ah, really?
6, which means
Would you like to share? Would you like to share with the class?
Episode 7 was animated along with episodes 5 and 6, which means they should be at the very end of the production process right now. And especially now that the team knows what they're doing and they've got extra animators dedicated specifically to Digital Circus, it seems like episode 7 should be coming out even faster than the 2-month wait we had for episode 6. So honestly, now that we're towards the end of September, I'm thinking we're probably looking at mid to late October for the release, which should put us...
Well, I mean, if people just stopped working on the Gaslight District and went to work on the rest of Digital Circus, they're not working on, like, really episode 7 because those are probably already animated. I mean, if they're working on anything, it's rendering and stuff, but they could also be working on other episodes too, unless they're, like, not working on those yet until the episode 7 releases, and then they start working on episodes 8 and 9. But I mean, I don't know, because I feel like that, like, I don't know. Indie animation's weird, guys. I'm gonna summon myself in Digital Circus and hug Jax 100 times, even if he pushes me away. Valid. I'm gonna gatekeep because it broke me and my friend, and I don't want to break yet. Go ahead and break me. I want to know what everybody thinks. Is then the show gonna be really bad? Probably. Knowing Goose Works and her old works and stuff, it's a lot of fucked up shit. Little Runmo had a whole entire animation dedicated to him exploring things about, like, his lives and other things, and he still ended up dying in the end anyway. So, like, it could go either way. There could be a really bad ending, and all of this could have been just to see all the characters and their dynamics and their backstories and all these other things, just for them all to die. Which could happen. It's Gooseworks' story. She can do what she wants. That's the amazing thing about indie animation. It's like, we could just literally kill off the entire cast like that. All of this was for nothing, but guess what? It was a fun adventure. It was a fun adventure, guys. Here's a tidbit. In episode 7, Zubul and Jax are abstracting. Zubul first for numerous reasons. Jax second because of a ton of other reasons. I don't know. I mean, Goose said that Zubul was going to be in there all the way to episode 9. So if that were to happen, I feel like episode 9 would be the one where Zubul would get fucked up. But I don't think... I think Zubul's fine in the long run. I think Zubul's perfectly fine. Like, I think Zubul's chill. Zubul's chillin'. Zubul's gonna be just fine, I feel like. But, you know, who knows? Things could take a huge turn, and you could be right, but... yeah. I see people feel bad for Jax holding a teddy bear. You're talking about my AU? Yeah. They'll explode and turn into confetti, and then the credits roll. The end. I would, like, actually, like, scream if that happened. I would be like, what the shit, man? That'd be funny, though, but also fucked. There is a character limit, otherwise I'd explain. And Goose lies a lot. That too! Goose does lie a lot. So, like, who knows? Maybe you are right, probably, but, you know, just to think about it, Goose did say that Zubul was probably, like, gonna be there to episode 9. But, you know, like you said, Goose does lie about things, so who knows? But I think that Zubul's chill. Zubul and Gangle seem to be holding this dynamic together, and they just seem to be very strong with each other. So I feel like that Zubul and Gangle are especially going to be perfectly fine. now Jax and Kane and, well, Ragatha's starting to get a bit of a thing. So I think Ragatha's definitely less than she was, but I'm more worried about Jax and Kane than anybody else. And Pomni is likely the key to a lot of like solutions and cracking the lore of the show and everything, because yeah. Izubel isn't next set. Low-key debunks a lot of my other theories, but they're the least expected to distract, and Goose said that too. Yeah. Also, no canon ships. I don't think that's a lie, because it would distract from the storyline. Zubul x Gangle would be too close to canon. It's too close to canon. Okay. Now, what would be amazing is if at the end of the show, because it wouldn't affect the main storyline at all, because it would be at the end after everything, that they just make out. The Zubul and Gangle make out session at the very end, because that's when all the lore is out, all the storytelling's done. It's just them, make out session, and then it ends. Like, not like just ends, but it could just end. I don't know. If they were to do any ships, it could be after all of the stuff happened, and it wouldn't affect the story anymore. See, okay, but then it's a happy ending. There could be a mix. You can have a happy and sad ending as a mix. Some people could die, some people could live, some people could escape. Some people could sacrifice themselves, all in one ending. It could go so many different ways. It can't just be, I don't think it's going to be just a blatant sad ending, or a blatant bad ending, or happy ending, or I think it's going to be a mix, and it's going to hurt a lot. So I doubt it's a happy ending. That would make the story less good. True. It could be like, oh, happy ending, the end. This is a theory. So, you know, that Kaufmo had this blue ball. He abstracted Jackson, Pomni guy. But I think Pomni and Jax might abstract. You mean the bowling balls? You think they're gonna abstract? I mean, honestly, now that I more think about it, what I think is going to happen is I don't think any of the human characters are going to abstract. I don't know if abstracting is the same for an AI, but whatever abstracting is for Kane, or I would say just breaking the AI. His AI, I think Kane's AI is going to break, and he's going to do something insane, and everybody is going to be fucked. But I don't think Pomni and Jax are going to abstract, because, well, Pomni's the main character, and Jax, like, I might just be, like, trying my hardest to, like, think, please don't abstract Jax, please. But I don't think he will, because, what it could show, is Pomni and everybody being there for Jax, despite him being a jerk, despite all these things, helping him to be better. He has to choose to be better, though. That's like what I said earlier about when I chose to be better, to be a better version of myself, is that he can too. He just has to choose to. And it's really hard to do that. It's really hard to do that, because he's so attached to it that it's just going to feel unnatural to him, and it's terrifying. And I know that feeling too, so I know how hard it was, and it took me a very long time to actually get to doing it. It's not going to just happen overnight. He has to work for it, and so it's just frustrating. But if he can have support and people there who actually maybe, like I said with my friend Amanda, she was there for me, and so she helped me through things, and so I started to work on myself, because I wanted to be a better friend, I wanted to be a better sister, I wanted to be a better daughter, I wanted to be a better a lot of things. So having someone there with you helps a lot. So having Pomni and Kinger possibly, and Ragatha, and maybe even one day Zubul and Gangle, because they have their own issues with Jax that, are valid, but maybe with the help of Pomni and possibly other characters, Jax could have the strength to want to fix himself. And then he can be a redeemable character and not abstract. Because that would be fantastic if that's how this is going. Because I would scream if I actually got that right. But, things can go different ways. Always. Just a theory, guys. Just a whole 15-minute voice note. Cannot explain, but bro, Jax is definitely nice. If he abstracts, I'm gonna crash out. Yeah. Also, I think he will be nicer in episode 8 or 9. I feel like that if Jax doesn't abstract, he will probably be a lot nicer. I want a flashback to before Jax was like this. I want to see what he was like before. I want to see what kind of personality. I want to know who Jax is. The real Jax. The one that was before all of this facade and, messing up your personality thing. Because from my personal experience with a thing similar with this, is that, I was innocent, I was very outgoing, I was very happy, I was very, I got sunlight. I'm a very pale person. It's because I stay in the basement all day. I still do that, because, it's my bedroom, but also because I don't like doing anything, really, if I don't have motivation to do anything. But when I was younger, and happier, and everything was better in my eyes, and people liked me more, and so I just, I wanted to be friends with everybody. I trusted everybody. I wanted people people could trust me. All these other things. Then I had this issue, and I changed because I was angry, and I was frustrated, and I was sad. And it messed up my personality so badly that I could never go back to that old part of me ever again. I still can't even match what I used to be. So I have to change, and I have to mix and put things together of what I used to be and who I was when I was angry and aggressive. And I have to make a better version of myself with a mix of those, with my experiences and my mistakes and all these other things to make a better version of myself. You know what? I just realized that I'm basically describing what they did in Inside Out 2. But yeah, so you just do that. Jax could have been completely different than what we could even imagine. He could have been just this sweet guy who, he supported people. He could have been like Ragatha, but not like a people pleaser. And when his best friend abstracted Ribbit, and he broke, and he was angry, and he was frustrated with his situation, and the fact that he lost one of the only people he had in this place that he trusted, or, I'm assuming, because, friendships. But, and so, for all we know, Ribbit could have been like a brother to him. I know Amanda was like a sister to me, so, we already had said that we were like sisters to each other, so it just makes it worse. And so, just, it's just a whole bunch of, there's so many things that could happen. I got something to tell you. You are awesome and epic. Thank you! Quoting Zubul's voice actor on the Smash Pass Digital Circus based on knowledge I have of Ribbit that you guys don't know yet. Smash. So we're meeting Ribbit. Yeah, probably. I want Ribbit to be charismatic. Fuck, man. I I want Ribbit to be like I keep using Prince Naveen from The Princess and the Frog as an example, kinda. But I really want, like, Ribbit to be, like, this very charismatic... He's got charisma, guys. Ribbit to be this, like, laid-back, pretty chill guy. I don't know. I feel like that's who Ribbit... I feel like that's who Ribbit is, really. But I'm not sure. Who knows? Ribbit could be completely different from that. That's what I hope he is. That'd be so good. My favorite characters. I wish that ads wouldn't pop up. These injects things with archetypes to... I'm gonna repeat my message earlier because you didn't see it right. Because Pomni are gonna talk to him at the beginning of episode 7. They're also gonna one-on-one with Kinger. Get Kinger to help Jax. I mean, maybe. I hope that, like, Jax and Kinger have, like, this moment. Because I feel like what Jax needs is Kinger. Because, well, they can't have therapy here. I mean, I know Kane tried to have a therapy session with Zubul, but that wasn't really therapy. That was just Kane being a dummy. But I think that Kinger and Pomni and Ragtha are, like, one of them, or all of them, are the key to helping Jax want to fix himself. But Kinger's the most sane one. I mean, when he's in the dark, yes. Oh, I just realized that, like, Kinger isn't in here. I mean, it is kind of dark in there, but there's also lights, so I don't know. He was gone for a lot of scenes. I don't know where he went. Also, do we think that there's going to be another time skip? I know that was, like, a few days, like, episodes 5 and 6 were, like, a few days, apart in the thing. That's what they said. Literally in the episode. But, so, are we gonna have a time skip? Are we gonna have a time skip and, like, also maybe... I want a flashback! Alright. We're getting way off track.
For the faster timeline. And since Glitch always releases new episodes on Fridays, we're really only looking at 2 possible dates here. Either October 18th or October 25th. That would be a...
Honestly, I think that none of the characters will abstract because Goose knows that a lot of people like each character and they don't want them to abstract, and someone said that Goose's favorite character is Jax, so... I mean, I guess, but personally, like, with me, I don't know if Goose is anything like this, but with me personally and a lot of other people, if we have a favorite character that we created, we like to put that character through hell. Which is probably why, Jax is going through hell right now. Is because, well, that and also because, whatever. But, and so we like to also kill off our favorite character because it's fun to us. It's fun to kill off your favorite characters because then people are like, what the fuck? And then you're just like, oh yeah, this character is dead now. Whoopsies. But, yeah. I wouldn't let her opinion affect the storyline. And Jax is apparently only gonna get worse. Mentally, likely. I don't think he's gonna get worse in, like, a mean sense. I think he's gonna get worse mentally. And all the other things, so. Wait, but Jax is her favorite character. Yeah. Yeah.
About 2 months after episode 6, which fits perfectly with the pattern they've been establishing lately. However,
yeah.
The production timeline is honestly just the beginning of what we need to talk about. Because what we're learning about the actual content of episode 7 is absolutely wild, and I'm not even sure fans are ready for what Gooseworks has planned.
No, we're not. We could theorize all we want. We are not ready for any of this, bro.
Multiple recent live streams, both Gooseworks and Michael Kovac have been dropping some really serious warnings about episode 7, which is still...
Right, we're gonna feel like we're betrayed or something, or some group is gonna feel that. I don't know. But remember, guys, this is all fake. Yeah, it's all just a show. Bye-bye, I love you, bye. Okay, bye! Bye. I came late, no. It's okay, we're not really that far. I'm only 2 minutes into this video, and I've only talked about some things, but... We're gonna see Jax's room, I know it. I feel like we are, absolutely, I think. And I think we're also gonna have a flashback. Whether that's episode 7 or 8. I feel like we're gonna have a flashback in one of those episodes. Episodes 7 and 8 were supposed to be connected as one episode at one point, I think. But it was too long, so they had to put it into 2 parts. There was originally only supposed to be 8 episodes, but now there's 9 because episode 7 was too long, so it's 7 and 8 now. And it's probably because of the complexity of what's going to be in there. I think it's going to be so much to unpack and handle that it can't just be all shoved into one episode. It has to be broken down and very slowly get to it, because it would just overwhelm people. So, I think that's why, but...
to us, but honestly, it makes me really excited, and I'm actually hoping that we're gonna learn more about everything during the upcoming Comic Cons that Gooseworks and the voice actors are gonna attend at the last weekend of September and on October 9 to 12, where they said that they are also gonna share some sneak peeks. But yeah, Gooseworks also talked about how
sneak peeks, guys. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Now, the sneak peeks at the Comic-Cons, whenever I see them online, I don't really care, because, well, I do watch the sneak peeks, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, I don't care if there's a it's a sneak peek, and people are like, oh my gosh, you're spoiling it, or something. It's at Comic-Con, where other people can see it, and so I'm thinking, why can't we just see it? No. Whatever. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. If someone records it and decides to put it on the internet for a bunch of people to see, and it's for where everybody else could see it when they were there, I feel like that it should be there. Now, that's different. It's different with other things, though. Comic-Con is an experience that people have to pay, like, you have to go to, yeah? And, why am I trying to, like, explain this? A sneak peek for everybody to see if they're at Comic-Con should also be seen if the Comic-Con allows people to record it. Because if they're allowed to record it, and there's multiple people recording the same thing at Comic-Con, which means that it was allowed, probably. I don't know, actually. I'm just assuming, because I don't go to Comic-Cons, because I am a boring person. But I really want to see the sneak peeks. I don't know, I sound like a 5-year-old. I'm trying to calm down. Okay. I mean, I feel that too. I was, like, freaking out last night over the image of, like, Top of the Morning Delight. Hello! I have a question. Does anyone hear the theory? Because I'm curious. I said many theories at the start of the stream, but, I keep thinking that... I don't know. Let's see. What else?
Episode 7 had a really rough time in pre-production with multiple rewrites happening because they needed to make sure they got it exactly right, because apparently if they messed this up, it would have been really bad. But even with all...
Probably because it's so complex and stuff that it just has to be right. Like, complexity for emotional things and mental health issues, it's really hard to do it because with some situations, if you write it a certain way, it could seem like that you are dismissing certain parts of of a mental health problem, or you're like not like describing it or showing it properly, or you're just overlooking it or something. So they have to get it right so that it's perfect or near perfect, because nothing's perfect. But I mean, this show's perfect to me, so sorry I came late. I didn't see the very start. That's fine. Who do you think will abstract? Jax possibly, very likely to almost abstract, I think. I don't think like I said earlier, I don't think AIs can abstract, but they can break. So I think Kane's gonna break, and things are gonna go to shit. Whether or not it negatively affects how the story ends or not is, I have no idea. But I think Kane is going to lose his shit, and things are about to go nuts. Yeah, I feel like eventually Jax might just be like, I hate you, but that's just because saying I care for you, and Pomni will see it that way afterwards. Maybe.
That extra work, she mentioned that it's still gonna upset certain types of fans, and the way she said it made it sound like she's not worried about accidentally making people mad, but more like she knows this episode is gonna hit some fans in a way they're not expecting, and she's prepared for that reaction. But then Michael Kovac, who voices Jax, has been even more direct about this, because he's literally warned fans that episode 7 will probably tear the fan base apart, since some people will love it.
I can't wait! I want it to be ripped apart. Oh my gosh. I'd say Jax and Ragatha, maybe. Maybe.
A new direction, while others will feel completely betrayed. Now, based on what they are describing, it's more likely about the direction of the whole show, and that some people will feel betrayed by the way it goes, which suggests we're talking about a fundamental shift in what fans expect from the amazing digital.
Anything could happen. You see, the episodes are now going to be 30 minutes long and up. So, there's a lot that can happen in 30 minutes. We could see that in episode 6. Episode 6 was a whole roller coaster of things, and we didn't expect anything, really, except we just knew that they were going to get guns, and that there was going to be Pomni and Jax bonding. Gangle, and there was going to be bondages with certain groups of people and guns. That's all we knew. We did not know that Jax and Pomni were going to have this huge ass fight, and Jax was going to snap. There's so many things that could happen. We didn't know that, Kinger was going to have a butterfly that came out of his hands could heal people. We didn't know that. We didn't know that cartoon logic was going to be introduced as a thing that just happens, and that would be cool, actually. But yeah, it's just if Ragatha or Gangle or Kinger, if anyone Digital Circus abstract, I'm gonna cry. Oh. So I think episode 7 will come out October 9th. I really don't know. That's early. That's really early, though. But
Circus.
Hang on. What day is it today? Number. Yeah, no, that's really early, though. That would mean that, okay, so it's 23rd. Okay, so, and it's a Tuesday, so 24th Wednesday, 26th. Oh, wait, no, 25th. I'm stupid. Is a Thursday. 26th. The 26th would have to be the day that the trailer comes out then, if we were gonna do that, because then, even then, it's usually we wait 2 weeks before we get the episode after the trailer, so the trailer would come out, and we'd have to wait 2 weeks for the episode to come out, and so that would mean it would be on the 17th, or was it 18th? Either one. So I don't think it's gonna be on the 6th, and not 6th, 9th. I don't think it's gonna be on the 9th, but it could be the next week after that. I just realized that everyone had a calm talk except for Jax and Pomni. Yeah. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm an artist of FNAF. Not FNAF. Friday Night Funkin'? Okay. King of Okay. October 26th, you said? No. I did not say that. I said October, 17? October 17 or October 17 or 18 is when that episode could come out if the trailer were to come out this Friday, which would be crazy. I hope the trailer comes out soon. I don't think it will come out this Friday at all. I think that if anything, the trailer would come out on, what's the day you said? The 9th? The trailer could come out on the 9th. And the episode 2 weeks or so after that. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know, guys. Yeah, somewhere in October. Very likely. The 9th is a Thursday. So, episodes come out on Friday, so I can get episode come out then. 10th then. I don't know. I don't have my calendar pulled up. Oops, sorry, I was daydreaming. Okay. I feel like episode 7 is going to... I don't think it's going to come out in November. That's way too late. Like, we're already getting teasers, and there's going to be more teasers at the Comic-Con, which is like...
But there's also...
Wait a second. When is the Comic-Con? They, like, put it out. Glitch did. Hello. Glitch Productions. Hello. They put a post. Comic-Con. From 3 days from now. Friday. And 28th. So... This is the event in which there will be probably a sneak peek for episode 7. And after that point, there could be a trailer next Friday. But, who knows?
Also the fact that episode 7 was originally supposed to be...
Goose posted a pic of Jackson's room. Yeah. If Digital Circus could do emojis, Pomni would spam frog. No! Oh no. Jax would probably beat the shit out of it. No, I don't know. Jax toy. Yeah, Jax toys. Fire.
Combined with episode 8 as one massive episode, but Gooseworks had to split it into 2 parts because of how long it was getting.
Yep.
Honestly, this just makes me think that there's probably way too much stuff happening in these episodes. Like maybe we're getting
What did I just
big
say?
reveals or major character moments all packed together, and Gooseworks realized that trying to fit all of that into one episode would make everything feel rushed and overwhelming. So she decided to give each plot point the proper time it needs. And maybe that's because episode 7 is going to be the episode where we finally learn the truth about what happened between Jax and Ribbit through some
I want to know so bad, bruh. I want to know so bad.
kind of flashback episode, which has already been heavily teased for one of the future episodes of the show. But I actually hope that it's not gonna be the tragic loss of a friend that everyone's been assuming, because instead it would be really cool to see something way more complicated and morally ambiguous that requires 2 full episodes to properly explore, especially since we know that Jax mentioned both Kaufman and Ribbit.
Yeah, but I don't think that... Also, I just realized that it's probably echoing. I don't care, though. Wait, 3, we could get a teaser sneak peek on episode at the con. What happened with episode 6? And the episode come out 3 weeks later, like with episodes... I mean, maybe. Yeah, that's what I mean. Wait. You literally said exactly what I said. Wait. I said that we could have sneak peeks, and then the Friday, there would be the trailer for the episode, and then 2 weeks later, we'd have the episode. That's 3 weeks. Okay.
Became insufferable right before they abstracted, which
What's going on with my speaker? Wait a second. Is my speaker okay? Like,
makes me extremely curious.
it keeps making weird noises. Like the speakers are blowing out, which they're not, because I don't ever use them, really. I use headphones a lot more than I use the... Okay.
makes me extremely curious about what actually happened.
Yeah, it's still doing it. Why? Anyways.
Before their abstraction. But honestly, this could
Damn.
be exactly why fans are gonna get so mad. Because if episode 7 abstraction. But honestly, this could
Jax
be exactly
is...
why fans are gonna get so mad.
I love Jax so
Episode 7
much.
really is a flashback
I gotta go.
episode,
Okay,
then people
bye.
aren't gonna see what they wanted from the current timeline. Instead, we'll be learning about
It was
past
nice having
characters
you.
and how the current characters were before Pomni joined the circus. And based on how Goosework said that we're going to learn more about how the circus changed the characters, maybe we won't like what we'll see. Because what if we discovered that these characters were actually completely different people when they first arrived in the digital circus?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Ragetta wasn't always this people-pleasing, overly positive person who tries to help everyone. But instead, when she first got trapped, she was angry and bitter and lashing out at everyone around her.
I didn't think about that. I don't know.
And maybe it took years of being stuck there for her to develop this coping mechanism of forced positivity, just to survive psychologically. I mean,
But what about, like, her mother, like, influencing, like, it would make sense because her mother influenced her people-pleasing. If she was bitter at the start, and, but, like, I don't know. Okay.
Said something about it back in episode 2.
I remember how long it took for you to adjust.
But an even more disturbing possibility is that we might see what Jax was like when he first arrived, and maybe he was actually hopeful and tried to connect with people.
What did I say, bruh? I want to see a hopeful and connecting Jax. I want to see a Jax that's really nice to people. I want to see what he used to be. Because I know he wasn't like this when he entered. I know he was not like this at all. Hello.
And genuinely cared about making friends. And if that's true, then watching his gradual transformation from someone who wanted to build relationships into the cruel, detached person who pushes everyone away could be absolutely devastating. Especially if we see exactly how his friendships with Kafwa and Ribbit slowly deteriorated over time. And it's honestly very likely that we're gonna finally have the flashback episode, because during a recent live stream...
How are you live again? I literally said I was going to be. Hello.
Ashley Zubo's voice actor basically confirmed that we're finally going to see Ribbit as an actual character in the show. She mentioned using knowledge she has about Ribbit that we don't have yet, implying that it's going to happen and it's confirmed.
I mean, it doesn't... Also, Ribbit being like... Alright. I'm dumb. Oh, you're good. You're good. Hi, watching for France. Hello.
Which perfectly connects to Gooseworks.
Welcome to the stream. It's like 2 a.m.
Well.
Oh my
But maybe it's
goodness.
also possible that the reason episode
It being 2 a.m., oh my gosh, I would die.
7 had to be split is because whatever happened between Jax and Ribbit is about to be revealed in a way that's going to completely destroy any remaining sympathy people have for Jax. Because if episode 7 is designed to...
But I wanted to watch one time your live, so... Okay. I guess so. But, I mean, it also depends what you have to do later. Because, 2 a.m. is it's very late for you, right? So, yeah.
Make fans angry and feel betrayed, then it's probably gonna involve Jax doing something that proves all his warnings about himself were true, and this would also line up with what Gooseworks said about how we're gonna see the worst thing Jax has done and that he's gonna get tortured. And we already saw a glimpse of that in episode 6, where we saw Jax having a panic attack, and he also seemed really detached during the argument with Pomni, which I'm pretty sure
Disassociation!
falls under the
Or
category of torture for
whatever.
him. I honestly think that by torture, Gooseworks meant something psychological, which we
Yes.
know Jax tries to distance himself from. But it's also possible that we're focusing too much on Jax right now, which I mean, it makes sense.
That's what I've been trying to say, is that you're just, like, talking about Jax consistently and about Ribbit. I know that's, like, a big plot point suddenly, but, we're forgetting that other characters exist, too, a little bit. I even forget sometimes, that I enjoy, Gangle's my second favorite character, and here's your plushie. And, I'm so happy to see Gangle changing, and having a bond with Zubul, and all these other cool things. I'm so happy for Gangle right now. And we have Pomne. I want to get all the plushies one day. It's gonna be a long time before I can do that, but I will get all the plushies I can, and I will have them all collected on a shelf, or maybe on my bed, I don't know, and they're all gonna just be there chilling with me, because they're awesome.
What happened to him in episode 6, but there's also the whole thing with Kane and his glitching, the CNA company, which we finally start to learn more about.
I want to know more about the CNA company, yes.
Each episode, and there's also
yeah, like how much Ragatha thinks she's worthless, and why aren't we talking about that? Yeah, true. But I want to see Ragatha get confidence in herself too. I want her to not have to people please everybody. I want her to be herself. I want her to be honest with herself and everybody else. I want her to I want all the characters to grow better, and so far, Gangle and Zubul have been the ones who have done it the most. For the better, yes. Gangle and Zubul have been there supporting each other and getting a lot better. Pomni, at the start of the show, Pomni was very anxious and very, she lashed out, and she was just like, ugh, why is this happening to me? He's torturing me. He wants me to suffer. And then after a talk with Kinger, she had a different perspective thanks to Kinger helping her think, oh hey, it seems pointless, but there is meaning here. And there are people here who care, and you can care about them. And it's the emotion is real, because that's the real part of this entire thing, is your mindset, your heart, they're people. So Pomni now is a lot better. Yes. I think that Jax is like the antagonist. I have no mouth, I'm a scream. Like, he thinks that he's control on himself. But in reality, he realized that no, he faked it in front of the other. I don't know. I only have Jax plushie from AliExpress. Oh. Only plushie I have is Gangle, because she's my favorite character. Valid.
Kinger, who I'm 100% sure is gonna have crazy relevance to the plot, and we only have 3 more episodes of the
Kinger having crazy relevance to the plot would probably be him being someone who helped work on the game for the CNA Kane Naval Company. Because I think he did at least help. I don't think he made the game. I think he helped, maybe he was I don't know, developer of some sort in a team with a bunch of other people, and he got stuck in it. Who knows how it happened? Whatever.
show, no season 2.
Who knows? Maybe we're completely wrong about it, and he's not at all that, considering, but despite all the things that he has said and done that seems to be pointing that direction, but whatever.
Or cliffhangers or anything, so it has to be wrapped up. So it makes sense that the next episodes are going to be longer, all well over 30 minutes, because there are many things that has to come together and get revealed. So we're definitely going to have more answers by hopefully next month. And considering that Gooseworks has specifically said that episode 7 is gonna piss off the right people.
But yeah, if it is delayed for October, it's definitely gonna be late. I'm thinking I think that the episode is gonna be middle to late October, and if that's not it, then very extremely early November. I don't know. Who knows?
Then maybe she's targeting show to stay light and comedic forever, which we can be sure that it's not gonna be like that. Let me know what you think about all these updates.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the newest video about the teaser. Ugh, ads.
So Gooseworks just
Yeah. This is gonna be so good. Tills, we do reacting to episode 7 when it comes out. Yep, I do reactions to every episode when it comes out.
confirmed that the previous sneak peek about Jax was fake, but now she posted the real one and deleted it right away. And I just want to say that maybe many of you don't know.
Hang on, your voice sounds different. Digital Void, what's up with that?
Gooseworks is a Blue Sky account where she posted, people always be posting fake screenshots of Jax from episode 7, saying I posted it and immediately deleted it, but I don't think I would do that. I post a real screenshot, not a fake one. Get it right. And then this photo of Jax, and honestly, this is way more disturbing than anything we could have imagined. So what we're looking at
Because his
here
lack of
is
color?
Jax in what appears
Because he doesn't have jaundice anymore? I already said that joke.
to be a dark room, and the first thing that hits me is how completely broken he looks. Like we
That
saw
too.
him have a panic attack in episode 6, and we also saw him during his fight with Pomni, where he was clearly struggling, but this is different. This is Jax looking absolutely shattered in a way that makes me think whatever happened after episode 6 really destroyed him emotionally, and it honestly feels so weird seeing him this broken, meaning that everything
Yeah.
that went down with Pomni really hurt him more than he was letting on. But what's interesting about this image is that it seems like Jax could be in his room, which would make perfect sense since Gooseworks already confirmed that we're going to see Jax's room in one of the upcoming episodes, so maybe possibly the next one. And if that's the
Okay, also I just realized that it's like echoing less. So I'm doing something right. It was echoing
case,
quite a
then maybe
lot.
This is him finally being alone with his thoughts after everything that went down with Pomni, and maybe that's when all the stuff
Hello.
he's been repressing finally caught up to him. But maybe it's also possible that this isn't
Hello,
actually
everybody.
Jax's room at all, but
The ribbit shall appear, methinks. Yeah.
and I know that sounds kind of crazy, but think about it. Jax literally said in episode 1 that he has keys to everyone's room, so technically he could go anywhere he wants. And maybe after his breakdown with Pomni and everything that happened in episode 6, he went back to Ribbit's room to confront whatever memories he's been avoiding, which would explain why he
I
looks
changed
so
my name.
completely destroyed in this image. Because we saw how he was after just looking at the crossed out pictures of Kafka and Ribbit on their doors. It clearly looked like those brought back some memories. So yeah, I think it's possible that he could go into one of their rooms and just stay there for a while he gathers himself.
Just goes into Ribbit's room and just lies on Ribbit's bed for like a comfort thing. That'd be so sad. Stop. No. If he actually does that, I will scream, but
And then Michael Kovac, Jax's voice actor, said that the next episode is gonna tear the fan base apart. We could
Yeah.
think that it's gonna be about Jax, but now I think this confirms it. And honestly, I don't think that we're gonna see Jax being depressed throughout the whole episode, maybe just a little bit where his facade drops and we get to see this side of him. But we have to remember that he is not a good person. And if he realizes that he's acting soft,
he is not a good person, but he could try to be. That's what matters. He could try to be better.
he's probably gonna go crazy afterwards and let out his frustration on the others. Cause think about it this way, Jax's whole thing is that he can't handle vulnerability, and episode 6 already showed us what happens when someone tries to get close to him. We literally saw him dissociating and pushing Pomni away, but what if episode 7 is where we see what happens after that breakdown? Maybe this screenshot is from the beginning of the episode where he's processing everything, but then he snaps back to his usual.
I think they changed models. This is off topic. The more and more I rewatch Digital Circus, the more I think that they just upgraded or changed the models a bit. Cause I look at Jax's teeth in the first episode, and they're exactly the same. They don't move at all. His mouth does. But in this episode, they change sizes, and they can move, and curve to the shape of his mouth a bit to make it seem more.
Cruel self, except this time it's gonna be way worse than anything we've seen before. possible that
Like-
where his
Like, no.
after
Look at this. Look at his
escalating
mouth
and
here.
pushing Pomni away. But what if episode
Like it's big teeth,
7 is where
big
we see
teeth,
what happens after
smaller,
the breakdown?
and now they're small. Like,
Maybe this screenshot is from the beginning of the episode where he's processing everything, but then he snaps back to his usual cool self, except this time it's
I think he's bed rotting. Bed rot. We're gonna die. Limit 6. That's so sad, yeah.
gonna be way worse than anything we've seen before. But maybe it's also possible that the whole next episode is gonna be Jax's flashback. Like maybe he goes to his or Ribbit's room after.
Imagine the whole episode as a flashback. I would have the greatest time. I don't think it would be entirely a flashback. I think most of it would be, if anything, if that were to be the scenario, is that it would be a flashback and then it would just end with a real life present, I don't know.
After everything that happened and his memories flawed him. Remember how he said that Pomni doesn't know how the characters were before they abstracted, and maybe he remembers back how Ribbit pushed him away the same way he did with Pomni, and that would be absolutely devastating to watch.
I don't. That's what it kind of frustrates me when they're like, "Oh, maybe this happened to him, so he's doing it back to someone else, unintentionally or intentionally." I don't think things are gonna play out exactly how they do right now. I think that certain things happened but like not similar to this. And I think like some people think that Ribbit was like a prankster too or something and influenced Jax's pranking, but if that were to happen, personally, I'd feel like that if I were in Jax's shoes, I would want to not be anything like that, and I would want to be the first thing from that because it would remind me of that. So I would want to be the complete opposite of what my friend was. So people are confusing. I don't know.
Because what if we find out that Jax used to be the one trying to have people and form connections, and Ribbit was the one pushing everyone away and being cool?
See, that's what I mean. Like it's just like a. I mean, it could be, but like, it's just so frustrating to think about because I'm just like, but that's so basic. Like, it's basic. It's like, oh, this guy, he's acting exactly how his friend was. And now it's gonna be a whole cycle or something. And so I'm just like, but does everything have to be a cycle? They've done this Digital Void, you do great theories and stuff and little breakdowns, but every single time I constantly hear like, oh, maybe this happened with this and that's why they're repeating this event. And I'm like, why are we repeating events? Why can't things just happen once and then things influence that one time thing? I don't know. That's just me.
And maybe that's how Jax learned his behavior in the first place. Like maybe Ribbit was his friend, but Ribbit was going through his own psychological breakdown and started.
I think that Ribbit would have a psychological breakdown, and Jax is one of the people who were not mentally equipped to deal with a mental breakdown or a mentally unwell friend, and so he felt like he couldn't do anything. And as a lot of friends have done to me as well, give up on their friend. Because they're a lost cause and they're scared to have anything to do with that. So they give up on that person. Which is what I think Jax could have done, but I'm not sure. Jax could have been too terrified to and it hurts him because he could have been there for Ribbit or something, and he wasn't because he was too afraid of having, like, it was too intense for him and he just couldn't do it. It was too overwhelming, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And so people would think that's selfish. I don't know if it is or not. I don't care to think about it that way. I'm just saying that some people get really overwhelmed by emotions and don't know how to deal with them, so they just avoid people who are having those problems, and that makes it worse, even if they don't intend it to be that way.
Treating Jax the exact same way
Oh,
that
bye.
Jax now treats everyone else. And if that's true, then maybe when Jax said that Ribbit became insufferable before abstracting, he wasn't talking about Ribbit being depressed. He was talking about Ribbit becoming cruel and manipulative and using
I don't think. I'm
the
gonna just
same
let it play
defense
out.
mechanisms that Jax uses now. And maybe watching his
Like you're saying that they have the same coping mechanisms everybody does or something, and nope, everybody deals with things differently. I think that Ribbit was broken and Jax could not handle it because he got overwhelmed by the negativity that Ribbit put off, and for a moment he was not there for Ribbit, and Ribbit in that short or long period of time abstracted, and Jax blames himself. That's what I think it is. It's the simplest answer I can think of. It's the most logical answer I can think of. Not all this, oh, he acted this way, so now he's acting this way kind of thing. That's not, like they don't act the exact same. Nobody acts the exact same in every single scenario. I don't know. I'm so frustrated.
friend turning to
I want to see Jax cry. Yeah, me too. It's weird, but I want to see it. Yeah, everybody wants to see Jax cry, bro.
person is what broke Jax and made him think that this is just what happens to people in the circus. They become monsters to protect themselves. But what's really scary about this theory is that if Jax is sitting there remembering how Ribbit treated him, and then he's thinking about how he just did the same thing to Pomni, then maybe he's realizing that he's become the person who destroyed his friend, and that could be what pushes him over the edge completely. Because now he knows that he's not just hurting other people, he's literally repeating the cycle that ruined his own life. But this
I don't know.
This would also connect to what Ashley, Zubo's voice actor, confirmed about finally seeing Ribbit as an actual character.
Yeah, but we also think Ashley used to like Jax but doesn't like him anymore because of the way he is, but likes Ribbit and would smash Ribbit. But why am I thinking about this way? If Ribbit was exactly like Jax, then she would have passed Ribbit as well. Right? Isn't that logical to me? That's like logical to me. Hello? Am I crazy here? Like, I'm thinking the Ribbit and Jax were not at all the same. They, like, nobody's exact one-on-one the same. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated.
Episode 7 is gonna be Jax's flashback episode. Then we're gonna see what their relationship was actually like. And maybe it's not gonna be the tragic friendship that everyone's been assuming. Maybe it's gonna be this toxic dynamic where Ribbit was slowly becoming more and more cruel as a defense mechanism.
I am so Maybe Jax wasn't as bad before Ribbit abstract. Yeah. I think that Jax used to be. Oh my gosh! Like.
Jax was desperately trying to save him, but couldn't. And maybe that's also why Gooser said
he could have desperately tried to save him. I just don't think that Ribbit was exactly like how Jax is right now. Because Jax would probably want to steer away from acting anything like that because it would remind him of Ribbit. Like, he's avoiding anything that reminds him of anything from his past. So, like, you're frustrating me. I would say same same with Jax with Jax crying, but last time I said that with Ragatha, I immediately regretted it after episode 6. Oh. Yeah. Holy dogs, yeah. Jack the boy, yes.
that episode 7 had multiple rewrites because showing that kind of psychological complexity where someone becomes abusive because they were abused, and then they create another abuser who continues the cycle. That's incredibly difficult to portray without making it seem like you're excusing anyone's behavior or oversimplifying trauma responses. But what's
Yeah. I mean, you're kinda right. I don't know if you're completely right or wrong or anything. Things could go that way, but I don't know.
interesting is that if this is really what episode 7 is about, then maybe the reason fans are gonna feel betrayed isn't because Jax does something unforgivably cruel, but because we're going to realize that his cruelty comes from a place of genuine trauma, and some fans won't be able to handle that complexity.
It could happen that way too, but not the way you're saying. It's just so basic to me. I don't know. I like complexity, and it's like, maybe it is just that simple. Maybe it is just a cycle. I don't know. It doesn't seem that way because it just doesn't make sense to me.
Because they want him to be either purely evil or purely sympathetic, not this complicated person who was
I want it to be complicated. I don't want it to be just... Am I the only one that's, like, crazy right now about this? Like, am I going crazy here? I'm about to lose it. I want to hug... I want Jax to hug Pomni in a romantic way. Okay.
by his experiences, but is still responsible for his actions. And honestly,
Yeah.
this would explain why Goosework said that episode 7 is gonna piss off the right people, because if we see that Jax's behavior is part of this cycle of abuse that started with Ribbit, then fans who have been completely demonizing Jax might have to confront the fact that trauma can create these patterns, but fans who have been defending him might have to accept that understanding his trauma doesn't excuse what he's done to other people.
I mean, his actions are not justified at all. But he's still traumatized. We're not like, oh my gosh. There's so many.
But the really terrifying
No, you're not crazy. Are you sure about that? It seems like I am. I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I'm the only one who thinks this way. Because it's just... it doesn't make sense to me, personally. It's not a bad theory. I don't believe it, personally. But people can think what they want. It frustrates me a little bit because it just doesn't make sense. But, you know, if it does end up being that way, then you can take the cake. The floor is yours, the end. I was wrong, the end. You know, I will accept when I'm wrong, but right now, it frustrates me. We all hug Jax. Yeah. I hug him.
Of this theory is that if Jax is remembering how Ribbit's psychological breakdown progressed and he's seeing the parallels of his own current state, then maybe he realizes that he's been following the exact same path that led to Ribbit's abstraction, and maybe that's what causes him to completely...
Gosh, it's so frustrating, because, like, Digital Void, you're amazing at your videos, okay? I'm not saying that, like, but it's like you're trying to you're basically saying that's a one-on-one freaking cycle experience, that everything that happened then is happening right now. Everything is one-on-one, exactly the same. I don't think so. I don't I don't think that's how humans work, though, personally. I think that how humans work is that if we lose somebody and we want to avoid anything to do with that person and memory about that person, we will avoid anything that reminds us of that person, which means personality, which means objects, which means, like, interactions, which means that we will he will not act like how Ribbit acted because he doesn't want to remember Ribbit He wants to pretend that it doesn't matter and nothing matters. So he's gonna act complete opposite of what Ribbit did. Am I crazy? Am I losing it? So I joined the stream late, and so what frustrates you exactly? Sorry, I've not paid attention. Digital Void keeps theorizing that Jax acts the way he does because Ribbit might have acted just like how Jax acts now. And I don't think that's how people work, because what I just explained. Yes. Wait, never mind. Okay.
Lucy, because now he knows that he's not just gonna hurt other people, he's probably gonna abstract too, just like his friend did. And maybe that's why episode 7 had to be split from episode 8.
I think Ribbit was an amazing person, and Jax was also an amazing person. And then Ribbit abstracted because Ribbit was going on a downhill spiral mentally, and Jax was not able to be there for him because Jax was probably overwhelmed or some other reason, and he wasn't there for the time Ribbit needed him, and Ribbit abstracted, and Jax blames himself and has become this very angry, very, like, he tries to be the funny one. He tries to be Bugs Bunny. Thank you so much anyways, and again, so sorry. It's fine. It's fine. Am I crazy here? Like, I feel like that I'm like by the way, I'm saying this from personal experience too, because I have literally done almost exactly what Jax is doing, except I don't do it anymore, which is why I think Jax can change, and that's why I know that's why he's also my favorite. That's why I hate it when people are like, oh, he's irredeemable, or I hate him because this. And I'm just like, okay, you can hate him, but please try to understand his character, but also don't be like not empathetic towards him, because there's like, I don't know. Some people think a certain way. I try not to get involved with that stuff. I'm just also saying that if they don't have empathy towards this guy, like, it frustrates me, because people didn't really, like, people treated me how they think of Jax right now. When I was not exactly like Jax, obviously. I don't mentally abuse people and physically abuse a poor artist girl that is made of ribbons. What I mean is, me and my sisters have kind of a very strained bond, and so do my parents and I, because of things I've done. And so it's just a lot of what I'm saying, I'm also like saying things about myself, so a lot of things I'm saying is basically me and Jax one-on-one. Like, we're pretty similar, actually. The difference is that I have learned to fix myself a bit more. I don't treat people like shit anymore, and I've changed for the better, mostly. It's really hard to do it, and that's why also people are like, why does he act this way? Why can't he just, like, get over it and be nice? It's really hard to get out of this, because it's also a habit. It could also be a habit. He could have a habit of being an asshole. And it's just something frustrating, probably to him too, that he can't let this go. He can't let it go. And it's really hard to drop this fake personality thing, because, like I said earlier in the stream, once you have, like, for me personally, when I changed, people, what was I trying to say? Fuck. I just lost everything. I was trying to say that when I changed, Jax and I are one of the same, basically. I understand him. He can change. He just has to want to. And I wanted to, so I did. And it's really hard to, because when you... That's what I was saying. Okay. When you want to... When you... It's scary to change. It's terrifying to change, because when you are one thing for so long, and it kind of mixes with your old personality and your newer fake personality, and it mixes together and makes this very hard thing to disconnect from, because now you're a both. Now you're like a very angry person. You also enjoy the things you did before. You have dislikes, you have new likes, you have new dislikes, you have new likes, whatever. All these things mixed together, and then you're just like, okay, what the fuck am I doing? So you have to fix yourself so that you're not like that anymore. So what you do is you take those parts of yourself, your mistakes, your regrets, everything, and you make a better version of yourself. Healthily, you make it healthily, which I've not really done as well as I probably should have, but I'm not this way anymore. And Jax can do it too. So, please. Change can be difficult, but it's how we grow. Exactly. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Not at all. I'm more surprised people think that despite himself trying to push people away and forget. Like, you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? Like,
just like his friend did. And maybe that's why episode 7 had to be split from episode 8. Because if we're gonna see Jax's entire psychological breakdown play out through flashbacks and present-day realizations, then there's way too much emotional content to fit into one episode. And maybe episode 8 is gonna be about the aftermath of Jax finally understanding the full scope of what he's become and what he's lost. And of course, we can hope that he's not gonna abstract, because we have a Jolly Joker character, Kinger, who has been basically saving everyone from spiraling too hard, and maybe there is a chance that he could go and talk to Jax.
I want that to happen, please! Please, can we have a Jax and Kinger talking session, please? He needs it. Jax needs it. I think that if anyone... Like, I don't think Jax is gonna listen to Pomni. Now that I think about it, I don't think Jax is gonna listen to Pomni. I think that Jax could listen to Kinger. Kinger, he thinks Kinger is just this crazy, insane guy. That's all he thinks of Kinger. But Kinger is not. So if he throws Jax off, and Jax... Like, Kinger, come on. Like, we need it. We need it. He needs it. Jax needs Kinger more than anybody else here, because Jax is really fucked up in the head, and he needs somebody, and he will not let Pomni near him now, probably, for a very freaking long time. Also, probably because guilt in him, and he probably is just gonna avoid Pomni for a while. But Kinger, if Kinger is able to be there for him and put some kind of sense and also help motivate Jax to become a better version of himself, then Jax can change for the better, and he could be a better person, and he could start apologizing. But apologies aren't enough for what he's done. He has to act on it. He has to know. He has to shove him in a dark room. Yeah. Jax has to, over time, work to get trust back, to get accepted apologies. He needs to work for that. It's not just oh, I'm sorry, and then that's it. No, he has to work for that. That's what he's put himself into, the situation. And I'm still working personally on things that I have done. And it's really hard, and I've been working on that for like 5 years or so. 5 years, and I'm still trying to fix my own problems. See, it takes a long freaking time. So, it's not going to be instant. Jax is not going to be okay immediately after a talk with Kinger, but it could motivate him and push him to doing what's better for him and everybody else, which is changing for the better, apologizing, working for the apologies, working to be better. It's a long process. It's longer than people, I think, realize, and it's
too hard, and maybe there's a chance that he could go and talk to Jax. But if we really are going to see a flashback episode without an adventure, then I don't really see how that could play out. Maybe if Pomni goes on to check on him first after everything happened.
I mean, I guess it's either that Pomni is going to check on him, or Pomni is going to be giving him space, and probably planning out with Pomni to get Kinger and Jax together somehow. Because Pomni and Ragatha are the only two that have had any connection with Kinger when he was in the dark. And so, Ragatha and Pomni could talk to each other and figure out this thing where they can have Kinger talk to Jax. And possibly, as a last resort, to try and help him. And maybe Kinger will slap him in the face. Not actually, but like snap him to reality and be like, hey, what you're doing is fucked up and it's not working, and it's not working. you gotta fix it. You gotta work to fix it. And it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be frustrating. It's gonna hurt. But you have to do it, or you're gonna just be fucked up for a very long time, or forever, or you're gonna die in the process. Like,
because Pomni was the only one who noticed that Jax was missing throughout the majority.
Jax needs a brutal awakening. I know he's probably very emotionally unstable right now, but he needs awakening. Like, he needs somebody to tell him, hey, this is not working. I see right through your bullshit. Everybody else does. And you need to fix yourself. You have to. He has to want to, though, like I said.
Of the award show, and she's caring enough that she would go up to him even despite everything. So maybe she's gonna be the one who finds.
We need giving Jax the talk, like the support talk. Okay, I was about to say the talk. What? I had a bully for a long time, and I noticed he's changed in a bit. He's not exactly kind, but it's a start. I mean, anything different from being like, okay, if you are really mean to people and just hurt them for no reason, and then the next year you're a lot nicer, it is still progression. So, any kind of progression is good. Which we just hope that they keep doing that and don't just give up. I have a question. Alright, what's up? What's the question? What's your question?
Jax being broken down, and she could send Kinger in there with him to try to talk to him, because he'd probably reject Pomni if she were trying to talk to him, but maybe he wouldn't expect anything serious from Kinger, and he could let him be there with him. Obviously,
what I just said, basically.
I'm just theorizing here, because seeing Jax abstract would be heartbreaking.
1 + 1 = 11.
Breaking, despite how his character was, because losing someone from the main cast which shook up the whole show. So yeah, maybe they are not going to play that card, or maybe they will, and we get to see a key character abstracting real time and how it shakes up the lives of the others.
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, maybe they hate Jax, but I'm sure that they would still be sad if they saw him abstracting.
I don't think they hate Jax. I think Zubul hates Jax. I think that, I don't think Ragatha actually hates Jax. I feel like that I feel like everybody dislikes Jax, except Pomni, kind of, and Kinger, because I don't know if Kinger actually dislikes. 57 is crazy. 1 + 1 = 57. Okay. Yeah, That's what I thought it was, but I just said 11 because I wanted to just say something that, I don't know, I'm funny. I think they dislike him. I don't think that a lot of them hate him. Even if Ragatha said so, I don't think Ragatha actually hates Jax. But, you know.
Yeah, we will see. Hopefully sooner than later.
Because, Ragatha was kinda, like, under, like, you know, the whatever. She could be just saying things that she just randomly thinks of. She could just be blurting out things, no filter, no nothing. And just be saying things she doesn't even mean.